Hello everybody, and welcome to another Who Week video. This one's a little bit different from what I was planning. It's a kind of discussion and my reaction to an event that happened over the past couple of weeks, which has put a bit of talking around the Doctor Who circles, and it's about the new costume that Jodie Whittaker's 13th Doctor will be wearing next year. To my left, your right, you'll see there a picture come up of the image in question, and that was released back earlier this week. When I'm recording this a week ahead. So earlier this week, I think it was Tuesday, wasn't it? Tuesday the 7th of November, I think it got released. Or was it Wednesday? I can't remember. It's one of the days anyway, and it got released. And my first thoughts were, oh, that's interesting. Not quite sure of that costume, but it's quite interesting. Bit different from what I was expecting. I was expecting something a bit more Doctor Who generic in its style. But then again, I went, oh, that's interesting, when David Tennant's costume was first revealed. I thought that quite intriguing. So, you know what happened there. But I've got a few notes here about some of the influences I'm seeing in some form or another from the other Doctors, and some unique things that could be there. My first point would be the earrings. Now, a lot of people haven't really noticed the earrings, or haven't noted the earrings of what I've been seeing of people's reactions. And she's got kind of earrings. She's got earrings at the top, and then she's got an earring at the bottom. So it's kind of Bajoran. You know, if you know your Star Trek DS9, the Bajorans used to have something that clipped around the ear like that. It's not complete. It's two separate sections. It's not like a Bajoran earring, but it's interesting to see it. And I'm wondering if maybe that's a nod to the pocket watches that the Doctors had in the past, that various Doctors have had in the time. Tom Baker, McCoy, Colin Baker, Paul McGann. It's probably the most famous example of a pocket watch chain and on a chain. But you know, that sort of thing. Is that a kind of modern form of a pocket watch that she's got a chain on there? Is it Sonic? A lot of people are saying, is it Sonic earrings? I don't think it's that far. I think it's maybe just an adornment. It might just be an adornment, but is that, and the way it looks, is that a nod to the pocket watch chains that the Doctors have had? The braces, well, obviously Matt Smith and Patrick Troughton's Doctors come to mind immediately. Matt Smith's more prominent in that. Troughton did wear braces, but obviously he had his overcoat on most of the time, so you didn't really see it. It was more overt with Matt Smith, and definitely very much something that Doctor was associated with, especially with his first outfit. His second purple one, he had a waistcoat, so it covered the braces, but his first outfit was definitely shirt, braces, and then the tweed jacket on top. The coat, the colour is about the same as Sylvester McCoy's first incarnation, his hunting jacket, his overcoat, his coat basically. The colour's very similar. The main colour is very similar to McCoy's first coat. But the length is noticeably more Tennant-esque, Tom Baker-esque. Peter Davison and Colin Baker's coats weren't quite as long as that, but it's that sort of length coming through there. The lining on the edges, the hems of the coat, looks like a Davison influence, because Davison's coat had a lining. It was a red lining. This is multicoloured lining, and I'll come back to the multicoloured bit later on. And there's a multicoloured lining on the side of this jacket. It looks like there might be even a hoodie as well, referring back to Capaldi's later versions of his costume, and also obviously the famous unhooding scene that revealed Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor back in July, in reference to the hooded jacket that she wore there. We knew it wasn't going to be black. We knew it wasn't going to be that style, but maybe something of that has come over. It does look like there's going to be a hood at the back. We can't see it, but it kind of changes colour at the shoulders, indicating some sort of separate design coming over. So maybe there is a hood there. Maybe it is something that's coming there. The trousers. Now, I don't know the style. I'm not sure of showing the ankles or the top of the bottom of the calves. I'm not sure of that. But I know it's a fashion style, but it's high-waisted, so it's kind of going back to Troughton, and to an extent McCoy, and to a small extent Matt Smith as well. So there's a bit of high-waisting there. So that's the single colour could just be basically one iteration of it. It could be like David Tennant did with his suit. He had a blue iteration for the second series. It's very possible that Jodie Whittaker has a different colour iteration for her trousers going through the series. It may always be the same colour. It might be different variations of it. So it's building towards a kind of style, kind of not a design costume, but maybe a kind of style that she goes with, which would be good, because I don't think we've really had that sort of thing. Well, we've had it with Capaldi. Capaldi's had a kind of style look. He's kept the Abercrombie coat, but he's, with the red lining, but he's had a variation of what he wears underneath. The hoodie's become more prominent. He's had check trousers at one point. He likes his t-shirts at various points as well. So it could be variations of that, and the trousers could be a variation of a sort of style. And that's really how the Doctors used to dress. The Third Doctor, the Fourth Doctor had a style that they dressed with, and they had. Tom Baker had his famous iterations of his hat, floppy hat, his jacket and his scarf. But John Pertwee always used to have frilly shirts, and he had leather jackets or smoking jackets and felt velvet smoking jackets and that sort of thing. So that sort of thing thinks, there's going to be a style here, potentially hinting to that with the trousers. It's blue. There could be a red. There could be a cream. There could be a colour matching the jacket. There could be variations there. The top is a fairly new idea. There's never actually been an overt, emblazoned, overt, simplistic logo like this. Best example of emblazoned, overt look is obviously McCoy's tank top with all the question marks. But this is the first time in New Who that you've got a definite overt top that shows a certain style and a certain design on it, with the stripes. The stripes is akin to Tom Baker's scarf. It's the same with the lining on the jacket as well. But there was t-shirts worked by the Doctors before. Eccleston's probably the first example of it. Tennant wore t-shirts sometimes underneath his suit and suit jacket instead of a shirt. You had Capaldi wearing t-shirts, as I've mentioned in the video already. So it's not it's not quite an overt aesthetic, but it is. I do understand where it's coming from, and it is a nod back to the other Doctors as well. There's enough uniqueness in here. You're going, wow, that's interesting. In the way it's been done, the way it's been designed. The earrings are something new. That's something you've not seen before. The shoes and the trousers, never really seen leg before. There's always been striped socks or something that covers trousers that are hitched up before, and that's something that's fairly new. But the socks, you can see the striped socks underneath the boots, and the boots are very clumpy. They're probably more a kind of reference to a kind of scruffy, worn look that Troughton and to an extent, small extent, other Doctors have done. Kind of scruffy look. Matt Smith had a kind of scruffy look. He had the boots. Obviously, Capaldi had a kind of Doc Martin-like shoes. But I actually think, overall, it is a believable costume that somebody who'd been male in their gender all this time would wear as a woman. It's fairly gender neutral. There's subtle hints of the femininity in the earrings and the way the braces sit on the bust. But it's not overtly, look at me, I'm a woman, show me as that. It is quite gender neutral, and that's good. And I think it's a good choice in that respect. But there's one more point that I'm going to make clear here, which I've not seen anybody else see, but if you're a classic Who, often like I am, and you like the classic series, think about the companion Romana, the second Romana. Lalla was a version of it. Do you know what? It's something that I could see Romana wearing now. It's a sort of style that you could see that Romana wearing. And that's a good sign for me that they're trying to indicate that, yes, it's something a Time Lord would wear. And it is something I think Romana would wear. And I really think that is what gives the stamp of approval for me. It's something other characters in the universe would wear and could wear. And I think that's really great. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Quite a bit of a long piece. There was going to be a review today for An Unearthly Child. As I say, I'm still putting the finishing touches to it as I record this video. However, this will be released. This video is on the Sunday. I know if the child will be released on the Thursday, actually on the anniversary of Doctor Who starting. I'm going to try and be clever and maybe release it at the time it was first broadcast, 54 years ago. But that's in the second video for Who Weeks. You get a special 2 videos this month in Who Week. And if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and comment below. I hope to start doing these in a bit more often, the closer the series gets, and start doing more of this content, because I am enjoying doing this description of what I'm thinking of certain things of Doctor Who. And obviously the first impressions was the first trial of that. This may be a more regular thing you see on the channel. Anyway, thanks very much for watching so far. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below. Tell me what you think of the new costume, what you think is the best things about it. And I shall see you next time. Oh, I'll see you Thursday, rather. And then, of course, we've got the Deanstructor video, which I'm just in post-pre-production for now. And that'll be out next Sunday. So there will be a Sunday, every Sunday, 5 PM GMT. Oh, 4 PM GMT, rather. Okay, until next time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.